What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today, I am fired up because you see that 12-3, baby, 12-3, 62-45. Oh, let's go, come on, boom. Do I know ball or what? 12-3. Who are the three teams I got wrong? The Houston Texans, the Falcons, and the Chargers. Whatever, I'll take that, whatever. Let's freaking go, baby. On the week 8. We don't need to talk about anything. Let's freaking go. Thursday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings, Rams. Vikings are on a tear. They just lost to the Lions, but they're looking good, dude. I thought they were going to finish last in the division, but they're looking good. Offense is firing on all cylinders. They run the rock until they don't have to. Until they need to throw the ball. And when they throw the ball, they're able to. And then the Rams, man, they're just very injured. Offense doesn't look like it should, but that's because of injuries. And their defense, they are missing Aaron Donald, dude. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings. Next, Sunday morning football, or Sunday evening football, whatever, 12 o'clock. You have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Baltimore Ravens, shoot, dude, they're looking like a good team. Lamar Jackson is looking good. They scored 40 points. Bro, Derrick Henry's looking good, but I'm facing him in fantasy. We're 1-6. For those of you who saw the TikTok, I'll probably post it on Instagram and YouTube too. But, dude, my fantasy team, just go watch it, bro. But Derrick Henry's looking good. Lamar Jackson's looking good. Freaking Mark Andrews just came out of nowhere. They're just firing on all cylinders on offense, and their defense is locking it down. Absolutely locking it down. Does it help that they were against a team that injured both of their starting wide receivers? Probably, but still, they are looking good. And the Browns, dude, their offense sucks. And because their offense sucks, their defense can only do so much. It's one of those stories. Their defense is good, but I'm going to have to drop them on fantasy. But their defense is good, but their offense just is dragging them down. Do I think they have a better shot with Mr. 30 for 30, bro? Why am I blanking on his name? Watson? No. Whatever, it's not coming to me, but I'm picking the Ravens. Then the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. Tennessee, their offense is not looking good at all. Will Levis is not the guy. He's injured. Mason Rudolph, not the guy either. And Tony Pollard, I don't know what happened. They have a bunch of old wide receivers who, if they had this wide receiver core like 4 years ago, they'd have the best wide receiver core in the league. But it's not 4 years ago, so they don't. And then their defense, bro, I don't even know, dude. I don't really watch the Titans, so I can't really comment on their defense. I just know their offense is ass. And then the Detroit Lions, dude. They lost Aiden Hutchinson, but it didn't affect them. But it looks like it didn't affect them because they're firing on all cylinders on defense. Their offense looks amazing. Their defense looks amazing. They went down against the Vikings, but they came back. And what else can you do when you go down? Because that's going to happen. They came back. They did what a team needs to do, and I'm picking the Detroit Lions. Then we have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Miami Dolphins. Arizona won a sloppy game against L.A., where L.A. should have won that game, but they just beat themselves. And Arizona, to be honest, I don't really know. Because you can go from 1 week looking like absolute dog doo-doo to looking like a good team. So, to be honest, I don't really know what you're doing. I don't really watch your games. I know that your offense can be good. They're only good when I'm facing them in fantasy, which is why I dislike you so much. Because Marvin Harrison Jr. wanted to go off against me like that 1 week where he went crazy, and then Kyler Murray wants to go off, and freaking Trey McBride, and I don't think I'm facing any of them in fantasy, so thank goodness. But then their defense, Buda Baker's the only player I know on their defense, so shoot. Don't really know, but it depends on how they play. Then we have the Miami Dolphins, who their offense would be good if they had Tua. Without Tua, it's just not a good offense. I don't like that Tua. Tua is the piece that they are missing, and Tua, for all the people saying, "Oh, you could just replace Tua, he's the wide receivers." Obviously not. Obviously not. And their defense, don't know much about their defense. I think it's going to be a close game. I do think Arizona's going to win just because the Dolphins can't do anything on defense right now. Then we have the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots. Jets didn't look the same. They got Devontae Adams, fixed none of their problems. Offense still dysfunctional. Defense still, pretty good. But, it did not fix any of their problems. They're still the same Jets, and this is going to be a week where they need to correct it. And the Patriots, coach called them soft on a freaking interview into the media, so that's kind of how their situation's going. Drake May looks pretty damn good, so I guess that you got that going for you, but the rest of your team is not good, so I'm picking the Jets. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Atlanta, it's kind of the same thing I said about the Cardinals. Not as extreme, but you can go from being like a doo-doo team to a team that can win your division. And it just depends on what team shows up. Like, I don't know what team's going to show up, but, their offense can be good and their defense can be good. It's just, will they? I don't know. Then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost Chris Godwin and he's on my fantasy team. Why am I forgetting his name? Mike Evans, which, everyone on my fantasy team. Whatever. It's fine. But I don't think their offense is going to be good at all this week. Like, I don't know who their starting wide receiver is even going to be. And their defense is going to have a tall task carrying their offense. Can they? We'll see. But I do think the Falcons are going to win. Then we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Green Bay, offense is looking all right. There are the 3 turnovers last week to 0, which is not very good. Their offense is not looking good. Their offense is looking good. It's just they need to calm down on those turnovers, and then their offense is looking good. Their defense is also looking very good, which, I hate to say this, but, they're looking like a good team like they have been. Why can't they just suck? I don't know. All the NFC North teams, as soon as the Bears start doing good, everyone else wants to lock in too, but whatever. So, yeah, they're just a good team right now. And the Jacksonville Jaguars barely beat the what's their names, the Patriots. Their offense, against the Patriots, they look good. And their defense against the Patriots looked all right. But against the Bears, 4 drop touchdown passes. Holy. And they were getting routed, freaking dotted on by Caleb Williams. So, Jacksonville Jaguars are not in a good situation right now. I'm going with the Packers. Probably the first time in a while. Then we have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. If the Colts win this, number 1 in their division. So, hey, good on you, Colts. But Colts, Texans, Colts, just have not looked good. Anthony Richardson has been injured. I think he's coming back this week, or he came back last week. I'm not sure, but their offense has not looked good. I think part of that's Jonathan Taylor's out, which I think if Jonathan Taylor was in, then they'd look better, but he's not, so they don't. But, they're just a mad team, which, they're not very good. And their defense is also not very good. Where the Texans, C.J. Stroud had a horrible game last game. I think it's going to be majority on Joe Mixon to carry the offense. But I still think they have a good offense and a very good defense. So I'm going to pick the Houston Texans. Then we have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The Eagles, I don't know bro. They are a dump, bro. Not a dumpster fire, but they're just, against the Giants, they look good. But that's like, except if you're the Seahawks. That's like saying, like, oh, you beat the Panthers. Like, yeah, you're supposed to win. Saquon had an amazing day, but they better cook up this Bengals defense because they suck. And, I don't know. Their offense is looking pretty good. Their defense is looking all right. Saquon Barkley's looking good. He had an amazing game against the Giants. Then the Bengals. Offense amazing. Literally amazing. Defense ass. Like, amazing ass. Think of the most Bears team you can. That's the Bengals right now. But flipped. Because usually our defense is really good and the offense is ass. Flip it. That's the Bengals. Very good offense. Horrible defense. I'm picking the Eagles. Then we have the Saints and the Chargers. The Saints not looking good. 5-game losing streak. Something's got to change. Offense not good, especially with Derek Carr out. Looking very bad. Lost to the freaking Denver Broncos, and their defense got cooked up by Bo Nix. So, no, enough said. Then the Chargers, sloppiest game I've ever seen in my whole life. They should have won that game, but number one, their offense, Justin Herbert has no help. J.K. Dobbins pulling your head out of your butt, especially because you're on my fantasy team or whatever. But this is the Chargers game to lose. This is the Chargers game to lose. I'm picking the Chargers. If they want to win this game, they will. Then we have the Buffalo Bills, Seattle Seahawks. Bills looking good. Amari Cooper had his first touchdown. They're looking good. Amari Cooper seems to have revitalized that offense. Not really. They were facing the Dolphins, right? No, it was the Titans. So, I don't know what's going on there. And then their defense, I don't even know. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Then the Seattle Seahawks, they have Geno Smith, and I don't know if DK's hurt. I think I heard someone say that. Which DK had that one thing where, like, he blocked some dude with one hand. But, like, with that, like, I'm gonna talk about it now. With that, don't ever do that. You just look like you're just, like, bored. Like, obviously, he did that. But you want to know what would happen if that didn't work? If he was standing there with one hand going like this, and the dude that he was supposed to block ran past him and tackled him, everyone would be like, DK doesn't care. DK doesn't care. But since he did, props to him. He blocked the dude with one arm. Which, how you going to get blocked by one arm? But whatever. Like, but if he didn't do that, everyone would be like, what the fuck is DK doing? Like, he does not care about this team. But, it worked, so, hey, whatever. And then the defense never watched the game. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm picking the Bills. And then we have the Bears, Commanders. I'll tell you that in my pregame. I'll go with the Bears. Then we have Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos. Carolina Panthers, offense ass, defense ass. Denver Broncos, offense looked good against the Saints. Probably a similar defense to the Carolina Panthers. I'm just kidding. Saints have a better defense. So, that's going to say something. And their defense is looking good. So, I'm picking the Denver Broncos. Then we have the Cincinnati Chiefs. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes isn't even looking that good. I said he was going to be MVP. He's not looking that good. He has more interceptions than touchdowns. They're still winning somehow. It's not even like one player is doing really good. It's just, as a team, they just somehow black magic. It's their defense. Their defense is very good. I'm picking them up on fantasy, so hopefully they continue to do good. But they're just using black magic. They can't lose. I don't know what's going on. But, their offense is doing enough to get a win. And the Las Vegas Raiders are just a shit show. That's pretty much it. I'm picking the Chiefs. Then, Sunday Night Football, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas, you had a diss track put up on you by your own fan. I don't know what you guys did this past week. Who do you even face? Because you played 6 games. Oh, wait. Did you have a bye week? I think they had a bye week. You guys suck ass, dude. You lost by 40 to the Lions. That can't complete a pass. What's that dude's name? Again, other dude play like ass. So they need to bounce back. They suck right now. So 49ers, dude, what's going on? The 49ers, this is a lock-in game for them. They could just do whatever they want against the Dallas Cowboys. And if they just lock in, they're winning this game. And I'm choosing the 49ers. Then we have a Monday Night Football game. Giants, Steelers. Giants ran all over by their old running back. The offense has not looked good. Their defense has actually played very good. People have not been sleeping on their defense. Their defense has looked very good. They've played very good. It's just they have a shitty offense. So, kind of like the Steelers. Nah, the Steelers have a better offense. Steelers, offense clicked. Offense clicked without Justin Fields. Russell Wilson, hey, props to him. He stepped in, did what he needed to do, and probably won his job. And their defense is amazing. So, I'm picking the Steelers. I have to put on the ESPN app how many points I think will be scored. I think it's going to be like 30. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Yeah, that's it for my picks this week. I'll see you guys next week. And until next time, don't forget to bear down.